Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? Today's gonna be a little bit of a weird video. This time I'm being
Hey, I'm conducting the interview here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Hay from Gruxton. I'm going to call my show the Pomegranate Cast, and I'm interviewing somebody you all should know by now. A good guy who just hit 200 subscribers. You're on his channel, you're watching him. Now you're going to learn something about him, because I'm fucking interviewing him right now. I got some questions for him, Nostalgia64. I hope you got some answers. I hope you're ready to answer my questions.
I I do Nathan Grux and I believe I interviewed you about a couple years ago, and we've become no homo, but we've become great friends since then.
Yeah. We don't want to sound faggy, but um,
Yeah.
yeah. I first met a little bit background real quick before we dive into this interview. I
All right.
met Nostalgia64 when he interviewed me, like Jesus, 2 years ago. I can't believe it's been that long. And hey, it's come full circle now. Your channel's blowing up. You're doing awesome, and now I'm interviewing you. And I'm really happy to see you hit 200.
Well, thank you, man. And I'll be honest, you're the one that's really been keeping me going. Like I remember
I
I
appreciate it.
basically quit YouTube for about a month, and then you were like, dude, you gotta upload some more videos, and I'm like, oh, okay, all right, and then here we are now.
You've been going strong ever since. I've said it before. You're like a machine with YouTube. The amount of content you pump out, like you're on that YouTube grind, and I have all the respect for your work.
Well, thank you.
Well, when the route I went with these questions is yeah, there's the gaming related questions and stuff, which will come up, but I also wanted to peel back the curtain a little bit, because we know a lot of your opinions on video games and stuff. But I'm trying to dive into the man behind the video a little bit. Give your viewers a better understanding of you in general, which I hope to accomplish by the end of this.
Yep.
But you know what? We're gonna start it off right now. You talked about quitting for that 1 month. Is there a retirement plan? How long do you see this thing going for? 10 years, 20? Is there any idea of maybe a possible retirement in the future? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Honestly, I don't see me retiring from this YouTube stuff. I'd say this is something that I'm extremely passionate about, but this is something that I'm also going to keep, going. And
Right, right.
I feel like my adventures in retro gaming and YouTube sort of align. So, if anything, if I ever quit retro gaming, then I'm probably going to quit YouTube.
They kind of go hand in hand for your content.
Yeah.
That's interesting, though. I'm glad to hear that the machines, the train's rolling, full steam ahead. I'm glad to hear that. You hear stories about certain YouTubers who are very unhappy behind the scenes and stuff. So it's good to hear that everything's going smooth on that end. Now, obviously, your YouTube channel is a big part of your life. Now, what I'm curious about is how aware is your family that you do YouTube? How aware are they of the type of content? Do they maybe watch it? Do you ever share it with them? What's your family's take and involvement when it comes to knowledge of your content?
To be honest, they think I'm running the Fortune 500 company. Oh yeah, my son, he's got his own business, which I don't really consider YouTube a business, but they think I'm
I mean, with
running
the amount of hours you put into it, might as well be a
like
business.
like they think I'm a fucking CEO, like I'm an entrepreneur or some shit doing
Do
YouTube.
you own YouTube?
No.
Yeah, they're like, my son's the CEO of YouTube. He owns Nintendo 64.
But I will say this: I do consider my dad my manager of some sort. It's honestly kind of cringe, but my dad watches it. My dad watches the videos, and hey, Dad, if you're watching, shout out to you. But yeah, I
Shout
consider
out to Nostalgia 64's dad. Your son is one hell of a worker. He puts the hours into what he's passionate about, and your son deserves a round of applause.
well, actually, I consider I think I have like three managers: my dad, you, and Nightshades on Discord. So shout out to Nightshades.
Yeah, you can always pop in and shoot out an idea or question. We'll always be there.
Yep.
As long as I'm alive, unless I get hit by lightning, which let's hope not. Okay. Now, staying on the same realm of YouTube, what video, and I have a feeling I know the answer, but your viewers might not. What is the video that you've made that you are most proud of?
My Grand Theft Auto Vice City video.
I knew it was going to be that.
Yeah, like you've been talking for a couple years now. You know I had this video in my mind for a long time, and the fact that I finally was able to put it together, that's something I'm extremely proud of.
Right. I remember you telling me about that video for a long time. I was really happy to see it finally come out because I know how it's such a satisfying feeling when like this video that's taken so long that you've had the image of in your head for so long is finally complete and it's there and you see it in your video section. There's a satisfaction to that.
Yes, and uh and there's this one video too where I interviewed this owner of this retro game store. That's something I'm also proud of. You know, I've been going to that store for years. I've always wanted to interview the owner. I just never had like the courage to like do it. And I was just like, hey, when is the owner gonna be in? Wait, he'll be in tomorrow. Great, can I interview him? He was like, sure. And I was I was nervous when I walked into that interview.
I don't blame you. I mean, simple things like that. I mean, hell, people asking for an application get too nervous sometimes. Like, it takes it's kind of like, you get that feeling in your stomach of anxiety, but you forced yourself through it, and you got the interview. So at least it worked out well, you know. You don't have that what if question in your head. Like, what if I did the interview and maybe it blew up, or maybe it didn't go well, or maybe I became best friends with the owner. Like, squashing that what if question is a big thing, even if it's rejection. But in your case, you succeeded.
Yeah.
Now, staying on the YouTube topic for now, what was the most frustrating video making experience of yours, or like, what's an aspect of video making that's usually the most frustrating?
So I would say there's multiple things, but like let me just like explain real quick. So like I do my videos off of the top of the dome. I don't write scripts. I don't do any. Well, I do some preparation, but like as soon as I wake up, okay, I need to get this video done. Let me just go straight off the dome. Of course, granted, that's not efficient because there's some videos where I definitely miss some points that I feel like I could definitely do again. I believe I did one yesterday. Why memory cards are important. I did that one like a year ago, and I did it again. I finally got my thoughts down on that. I feel like the way I produce video is, excuse me, I feel like the way I produce videos is not the best way possible. Like I need to start writing down scripts and shit, but for now, going off the dome it's good, but I do miss a couple key points. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what I'd recommend in your case is, because I do this too, is you don't write a script, you write an outline maybe.
Yeah, and I would say this is kind of stupid, but I would say the most frustrating thing is it's just stuttering and the fucking up of the voice. Like those weird mouth sounds. Like,
oh, dude, they're the bane of my existence. Whenever I record audio, I go into it being like, okay, how many like little weird noises am I gonna have to edit out? Like, that's just a huge like annoyance with audio. And when you record video of yourself, it seems not to happen. But when you're in front of a mic, mouth noises are the bane of any YouTuber's existence. Believe me, I get that.
Yeah.
I funny enough, speaking of that, I whenever I get in front of a microphone, I feel like I'm getting a cold. Then my nose starts getting a little plugged and stuff.
Yeah.
And what the fuck? Am I allergic to the microphone?
Yeah, I get that.
Okay. Now we're gonna take a step away from the YouTube realm for now, but we might come back to it.
All
now
right.
I got some questions up your alley, kind of, because you're the nostalgia man. You're the man of nostalgia, the nostalgic warrior. Anyway, let's say you were granted time travel, the ability to travel throughout the timeline.
Ooh.
Now you get an option though, and you're gonna get 2 hours, but you can only pick one. Would you go to an old 80s/90s, you can choose the decade, an old 80s/90s arcade with all the prime games, the kids running around, all the energy of an arcade of that time, or an 80s/90s video store? Which one you perusing?
Oh, fuck, that's hard. Damn it. Can I take stuff back from me back to the present?
Yeah. If you can convince the teller, if they don't look at your currency and see that it's from a future time, you get $100.
Oh, fuck. Shit, $100 back in the '80s was a lot.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But if you, I'll throw out the caveat. If you go to the arcade, you won't run out of quarters.
Damn it, dude, this is tough.
I know. I this was a good one. I wrote it down. Like this is gonna be a tricky one.
I would say video store.
Right. You get that
'Cause-
smell of popcorn throughout the air and stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, I would say most of the arcade games that I want to try came out in like the '90s. So, yeah, I would say video store.
Here's a real question: can you steal stuff? Because I'm gonna steal one of those cool Coldwood standees from back then. Maybe the wacky waving inflatable arm 2-man outside. I'll take that with me.
Well, oh, dude, given and I'm not judging you, but like given the way you dress, like and shit with that big ass leather jacket and whatnot, you could walk into the video store and just be like, I am from the future. Do like a Terminator accent and shit.
Yeah.
Take what you want.
Come on, come with me if you want to live. Hey, I'll be governor one day. Take a picture now. The wall breaks. I can totally smoke. I'm rolling up on a badass vehicle. I'm like, I don't know. But I'm telling Blockbuster, come with me if you want to live. Your Netflix will rise. You need to stop it. Alright, continuing on now, away from the time travel realm. And I got another question that's pretty creative that might stump you. I'm not sure. Okay, let me explain this. Say you're going to receive, you know, those mystery boxes of games that people get, where it's like you don't know what's in the box. You know, it's just like a bunch of games.
Yep.
There's 2 boxes. Each one is a total of $100. You don't know how many games, but the total value will be $100. A mystery Nintendo 64 box, or a mystery PlayStation 1 box, or a mystery Dreamcast box. Each one's worth $100. You can only pick one.
Dreamcast.
Damn it! I shouldn't have been. That was the last second inclusion. I should have kept that out. It's too easy. I was gonna say Sega Saturn, but that'd mean you would only get one game.
But no, I would say Dreamcast because I have a huge attachment to that system. Like that was like my first console. And I'm sorry to go on the rant here, but like, again, I just remember my dad bringing it home on 9/9/1999, unboxing it and whatnot. I just remember playing Crazy Taxi and some other game with it. I have an attachment to the Dreamcast. So
Right.
Dreamcast for me is no question.
Yeah, Dreamcast is dope. It's long live the Dreamcast. Dead, but people still carry the Dreamcast flag. It'll still be planted.
Yes.
Now obviously, you know, you talk about retro gaming being essential to your channel. You collect video games. I don't think that's a mystery to anybody watching this. Now, I'm curious because people give different time periods for when they get into collecting. I'm curious, like, how long would you say you've been actively collecting?
Oh fuck, I would say like 3 years at this point.
Right. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's pretty much similar to me, you know. We're jealous of the people who got in fucking 2004 and it was cheap.
Yeah, dude. Let me tell you something. I remember I was doing, let's say, I was doing some high school bullshit when they let you like walk around the neighborhood or whatever.
Right.
I remember walking around GameStop, or it was like one of those outside malls. There was this, and this is gonna be a bit unprofessional, but there was this fucking crackhead outside of GameStop selling GameCube games. I fucking missed it and I regret it.
Oh my god. You're killing me. I'm picturing the deals, and I know they're there. I know that this wasn't 45 NBA copies. This was fucking, I know Metroid,
Dude.
FZero, Pikmin. How many Pikmin cheap copies did he have? You know,
Dude,
he's selling Pikmin so he can pick up some drugs, man.
Dude, he had fucking SSX Tricky, fucking Smash Brothers Melee.
Oh,
He had the fucking good ones. And
that's it. I'm killing myself. You convinced me. There's no equality or fairness in this world.
Dude. And here's the thing though too, right? I was walking over there with my friends. We just walked out of GameStop. We're like, oh hey, GameCube games. Oh, what do you want fucking GameCube games? That's like 10 years old. What do you fucking what do you want GameCube games for? You know what?
Yeah.
Fuck them.
What is this? The
It's the biggest
1800s?
opportunity of my life.
that'd be like walking out of a record store in the 70s and somebody's outside selling Edison like Edison tubes from 1905 to play music, or like phonograph tubes or something.
Like,
and you're like, get out of here, you geezer.
Well, yeah, my friends are just like that to me. I'm like, hey, let's look at these GameCube games. Oh, what do you want GameCube games for? This is like 10 years old, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Just like modern stuff.
Flash forward now, you're sitting there having to spend fucking big bucks to get these games, you know.
Well, I mean, I will say for the most part, I do have most of my childhood. I still have my childhood copies, and
That's good.
I would say I'm extremely proud of that.
That is, I would be proud of that, especially with the GameCube. The prices are they're going to the moon.
Yep.
Unlike the Dogecoin that I wasted all my money on. Anyway, now here's what I'm curious about, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, we covered collecting, we covered YouTube, and again, we might circle around back to that. But what I'm curious about, I guess what I'm trying to get down to, because we've talked about you being like a content machine before. I'm curious, like, because from my perspective, with the rate that you upload, it seems like you're working on YouTube every day. How many hours a day are you spending working on YouTube?
I would say I don't really know.
Like a rough estimate. Like, is it an hour a day, 10 hours a day? Like, is it occupying a large amount of your day?
Well, that's the thing. It doesn't produce a large amount of my day. I produce 2 videos a day. One in the morning, one in the afternoon. The one in the morning, I just wake up, take care of the morning shit, then straight over to YouTube. I work on the morning video. Then once I'm done with that, head over to work, do my thing, lunch. I work on the afternoon video, and then it just keeps on going like that. Now,
don't know how you do it. I'm calling the government. I don't think you're human.
But the videos typically take, I would say, it all depends. Like yesterday, I put out 2 5-minute videos, and altogether, I would say that took like 4 hours. And for all of you watching, so like the recent Mario Sunshine video I put out, I uploaded that at 4 o'clock in the morning. And see, I kind of regret that. Now, the inspiration struck me to make this video as soon as I was about to go to sleep. It was like 12 o'clock. I'm like, oh, you know what? I haven't reviewed Mario Sunshine yet. I've played it. I have my thoughts. Let's work on this shit now. And I feel like that video didn't come out the best because it seemed kind of rambly. I didn't stick to one topic at a time. Uploading videos at 4 a.m. It's not a good idea.
Well, also, you gotta think, was your time zone. I remember getting a notification that you uploaded a video at 1 a.m. and I was like, what? Like, maybe he's trying to time it for the UK folks or something. Because I have the opposite issue. My time zone's last, so I made the mistake of uploading a video too late. It's like, I'm passionate about it. It's afternoon now. I'm just gonna throw it up, and it always performs worse.
Well, I mean, actually, and you know, it's weird too. One of my videos blew the fuck up, and I think that's how I hit like 200.
That's that one with like 2,000 views or whatever.
Yeah, it was the video about
why people are quitting.
Yeah, it's about why people are quitting retro gaming. That video blew the fuck up. Like, now it has over 2,000 views. And I think
it's insane.
That brought in a huge amount of subscribers, and it brought some opportunity. Shout out to As Reality Gaming. He actually found out about my channel.
Yeah, shout out to him. That video too, I feel like it's maybe one of those videos that like keeps bringing people in. Like, it's gonna keep steadily growing now.
Yeah.
YouTube's all about a domino effect. Like, getting people in the front door in the beginning is difficult. It's almost like running a small like restaurant or something. Like, you have to go out to the town and advertise you're there. But once people, if they love the food, then you get the regulars and they tell people. Yep. It's like that domino effect. YouTube very much is like a business, just one that you don't get paid for at all level. But boy howdy do we put the hours in. Now, staying on the topic of YouTube real quick, because like what I find unique about your channel is that it's almost all audio based. Now, you do branch into live action occasionally in a way where like you show like, you know, like the pickups has like a live action element and the thrifting and stuff. So there's little dots of live action stuff. But do you have any live action plans ever in the future?
Well,
Maybe like a live thrifting episode.
I would say somewhat. I mean, there's this retro gaming convention going on in July that I'm hoping to go to, so I'm obviously going to film a lot over there.
Right, and
But
I might be there depending on how things go.
that's right. If you do, I would be extremely excited. And obviously, we're going to go film some shit. But yeah, I would say I don't really have any live action plans. I mean, yeah, no. If I interview another retro game store owner, obviously, but yeah, I don't have anything in the pocket right now.
Right. Now, see, I think your channel is unique though, it's the audio. It seems to be working well. And any man who would brave the hours of recording audio, the most pain fucking in the ass thing possible, it did deserve the fucking Rocky style statue in his hometown. Now, yeah, I'm curious, and this could be from YouTube or outside of YouTube. Like, what are some of your influences? Like, something spoke you to get into
God.
YouTube. Like, what are your influences?
Dude, okay, so shout out to Pizza Dad. I just interviewed him like yesterday. We talked about this, but I would say I have a lot, and I wish they would look at this video in the video that I'm gonna produce with Pizza Dad. But I would say off the top of my head, Rebel Taxi, Nitro Red, Classic Game Room.
Mark Bustler, what a legend.
Yes, and this is a bit of a weird one, but it was just Black Country. Yes, but yeah, man, I honestly, I remember watching him for a couple years, and he was the only one that I could really relate to. Not to make it into like a racing or anything like that, but he was the only one that I could really relate to. That he was into, like the old school stuff and whatnot. I like this content. And I would say another big one for me is Dashi XP. Dude, I know. I'm not gonna talk shit, but Dashi, he is a big influence on my channel. I just remember going home from high school, putting on his video about Happy Wheels and stuff like that. I would say those are the top influences of my channel.
Right. There's some good names in there, definitely, and those influences, you get like. You don't copy them, but it's like almost like a blend of yourself, like the unique qualities about yourself and them, like mix the content almost.
Well, I'll be honest, like in how in Pan Pizza's videos you always put like commercials in and whatnot. That's where I got that from. Like whenever I'm talking about, I usually try to put a commercial in first. That's where I got that from. Fucking Rebel Taxi. He was a big fucking influence on me when it comes to this YouTube thing. And I would love to interview him one day. Hey, Pan Pizza, if you're watching this, which you're probably not, dude, it fucking hit me up one day. You're probably not watching this, but still, eventually, if we meet up down the line, let's do something. Okay,
now we've been in this YouTube realm for a while, but this interview is all over the place, kind of category wise. But we are mining information here about you, so.
Well, yeah, and I just want to say, I should have said this at the beginning, but yeah, obviously, since I know him, Grux, and we both know each other very, very well, it's going to be a little bit less professional, so.
We used to do a podcast, and we answered a lot of questions, though.
Yes.
The Slimecast. Check it out. The old podcast. Okay. Now, here's what I'm curious about, right? Mm-hmm. YouTube preoccupies so much of your time. Do you have any other hobbies or anything like that aside from game collecting and YouTube?
Oh God,
maybe there's a major hobby you used to have, maybe.
I would say that's mostly it. I mean, yeah, I would say retro gaming and YouTube is mostly my hobbies.
And nothing wrong with that. YouTube takes up a lot of time. Hey, personally, YouTube. Aside from getting drunk and watching Gunsmoke, YouTube pretty much is my only hobby. That and game collecting, or buying games and feeling bad about not playing them, along with books, movies, TV shows, and all current cultural stuff. But anyway, now, we're talking about YouTubers that influenced you, right? Mm-hmm. And, if maybe you don't want to say the name on the air, and that's okay. But for this question, is there any YouTuber out there that like you would love to collab with, like a dream collab, just a YouTuber you'd like to collab in general? Is there anything in that realm?
Yes, of course, Rebel Taxi. Again, I've been watching these dudes for about a decade now, and they don't know how much of it, they don't know how much of an influence they left on me. I just want to sit down and talk to them, you know.
Right.
I would just.
I mean, never say never. You bump into him at a convention, you know, that happens.
Well, no. If Pan Pizza walks into a convention, the whole crowd is just gonna flow over there.
Or depending on the location, you might stand out. Maybe if he's in Sweden, maybe, or something.
Well, no, I think he said where he was from before. I can't remember it now, but yeah, people have seen his face before. They know who he is. So if we meet up at a convention, obviously everybody's gonna go over there.
Never say never. I mean, again, crazier things have happened, but you know, is that the only dream collab? You got any other collab options?
I would say Nitro Red as well. Like
Nitro Rad. Get with the Soldier 64's videos. Get in them. Come on.
Yes, I would love to review a game with Nitro Red. He, again, another big influence.
Okay. Now, we're nearing the end of this interview, so I want to wrap it up with some conclusionary
questions. Some more questions.
All right. If you want some more questions, I got some dumb ones written down.
Go right ahead.
Okay. All right. We'll get to a little more serious ones, but I guess got some dumb ones written down. Like maybe a job would ask you, or a kindergarten teacher. What's your favorite food? Or foods? What are some foods that you greatly enjoy?
I don't know if I could really pick a favorite, but I would say I like burgers, steaks, pork chops.
Oh yeah. What about pizza?
Pizza? Yeah, I would say I'm a big fan of pizza. I like some pepperoni on there, some sausages. You know, maybe. Yeah, you know, I like.
What is your opinion on ranch on pizza?
No.
Oh, go fuck yourself. Right, the ranch is on pizza is the only way, motherfucker.
How about whipped cream on pizza?
Ah, that's retarded. Well, maybe if it's one of those ice cream dessert pizzas.
I got you.
Okay, well, Nostalgia 64, pretty cool guy except for when it comes to ranch on pizza. Anyway. All right. Now, do you drink alcohol?
I do not.
Okay, so I can't ask you your alcohol of choice, because there is no alcohol of choice.
No, I would say there really isn't.
Ah, well, that's good. You don't want to get into drinking. It's in the past 2 days I've drank in a bottle and half of bourbon. Anyway.
Although I have played video games high before, and that was fun.
Dude, okay, I didn't know if you're allowed to talk about that, but I tell you, I consumed some marijuana the other day, and I was playing Battle Tanks on a Nintendo 64.
Whee! For the brightest colors always. What the? Uh-oh!
Introducing Battle Tanks for Nintendo 64. Explosive tank action for up to 4 players.
Battle tanks.
And it felt like an amusement park ride. I was like, the turret was going back and forth, and it was fucking awesome. I can't wait to play more games high.
Yeah, I played Super Mario 3 high, and that was fun.
It's like an amusement park in your house.
Oh wait, you ever play Yoshi's Island?
When is too much too much? To find out, we crammed everything into Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. 60 more levels, massive enemies, huge Yoshi tricks, all served up with the latest graphic technology, Morphmation.
No more.
Sure you don't have room for another little bonus level? Super Mario World 2, only on the Super NES. Still the big one.
It has that scene where it's like all warpy, and you're just like,
No, I never played it.
Oh, well, there's this scene in Yoshi's Island where the level gets all warpy and the music goes up and down and up and down. It's basically like that. Like
Right.
my experience playing video games high is it's weird.
Oh, dude, imagine jumping out of an airplane in Grand Theft Auto 5 while high.
Oh
That'd
yeah.
be terrifying. Okay, now you seem like a guy who likes rap music.
Yes.
Who's like your most listened to artist? Is it like Vanilla Ice or Will Smith? Which rapper are you rocking?
I would say Jay-Z, Wu-Tang Clan, Dipset. I know you may not understand these names, but yeah, I listen to those guys a lot.
Right. That's some good choices, you know. Wu-Tang, classic. Anyway, now, how do you feel about? I don't know who lives in your house. I don't know that. You said your dad watches the videos, but how do you feel about recording when people are around? Like if people might hear you recording. Like do you get the same anxiety I do about not being able to record in front of people?
To be honest, I don't like it, but I have to deal with it. Like my dad, he usually does the same. My mom does her thing. I usually try to record, and if the TV's too loud, just go, hey, could you turn the TV down a little bit? Like I don't really have a problem with it as long as whatever they're doing is not too loud. But when relatives come over, that's a whole different story.
Yeah, at that point, it's just like that's got to be a pain in the ass, especially for somebody like you who has like a strict schedule.
Actually, I remember I made this video a year ago. Like it's way down in the video section, but if you go to one of my videos, you can actually hear my relatives in the background.
The little Easter egg for people.
Oh, and Hitman Gruxon, I believe you may know my secret in my videos.
Yep, I go to the end every time after watching it. I turn my volume down first. Dude, I watched your 200 subscribers video, and I was not at my computer. It was playing your video while I was across the room. And that meme compilation that was like 1,800 times louder, like it just started blaring through the fucking room. It was told me. I was like, Jesus. I was like wiping something, doing something across the room. I was like, what the fuck? I had to go turn on my fucking. I suddenly my speakers are just blaring to wake the whole house up. So I sound like I opened up a portal to hell or something. That's like your emo like satanic kid, like you're the parent sleeping and they just hear fucking loud noise. It was just noise.
You know what YouTuber I got that from? This is big popular YouTuber. His name is Optimus. I remember I watched one of his.
Oh yeah, I know that guy.
I watched one of his videos like 5-6 years ago. It was like in 2016 or something. I remember saying to the very end of the video, he was just like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing here? Wait,
I didn't know.
You should watch the video. Go away." That's
he stole that. He stole that from what's that comedy movie? The kids steal the red car. Oh, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
It's over. Go home. Go.
Remember at the end credit scene, he's like, "Hey, what are you still doing here on the field? The movie's over."
Oh, okay, all right.
I bet that's where he got it from. He's gonna get sued by Ferris Bueller, and it won't be his day off then. He'll be in the courtroom. Okay. Now, you see that we have a lot of YouTube goals for game collecting, consoles we want, goals in general, more goals than a soccer net. But outside of gaming and YouTube, I don't know, say in 5-10 years, like, what are some of your other life goals that you're hoping to achieve?
Well, I would say one of them would be opening my own retro gaming store.
I would come shop.
Another one would be owning my own property, getting my own house, having little nostalgia 64s running around, having nostalgia 64.
White picket fence, married lifestyle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ain't that the dream?
Yep.
Now, yeah, your kids will be running around breaking Nintendo 64 controllers. Hey, put down that copy of Pikmin 3. That game is worth $1,800.
Actually, well, Pikmin 3 did go up in price.
and it's gonna keep going up, sadly.
Actually, let's. You know what? While we're here, why don't we do a little bit of a? But let's just do a little bit of live. Will you take that deal? Let's just see how much Pikmin 3 is going for.
All right, let's see real quick.
All right.
How many thousands of dollars is Pikmin 3 going for?
Let's see. Pikmin 3 for the Nintendo Wii U. Oh, it's actually $15.
That's for the Wii U though. And
Well,
at the
let's-
GameCube. I'm glad to hear there's another option.
Oh no, the GameCube only has Pikmin 1 and 2. Pikmin 2 on the GameCube goes for about.
I feel like a fool. I've been saying Pikmin 3 on the GameCube. I've said it multiple times. I feel like a fool.
No, worry
I'm gonna
about
have to retire now. My public and private reputation has been ruined. I'm gonna go get help.
No, don't worry about it. Okay,
Please
so
don't revoke my key to the city.
Pikmin 2 for the GameCube is $100. That is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. It's too much money. I'd feel bad about spending that.
And believe it or not, this is fucking weird. But well, the Wii has been going up steadily. But Pikmin 2 for the Wii is $60. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I guess $60 though. It's almost the price of a new game. So then it's like, if you're gonna play it and enjoy it as much as a new game, then maybe that's 60 is about like that weird limit. But then like when you get above that, it gets way ridiculous.
Well, no, I would say like my limit for picking up retro games is a solid $150. Like that.
That's a good budget.
That is my absolute limit.
Is that a weekly budget?
No, so like what I do, I typically go shopping for retro games about once or twice a month. So like one thing I try to do, and I think I showed this to you once, but I try to pick out 1 or 2 expensive games at the max, and then the rest is just average stuff. Like,
Right.
Like the last time I went retro gaming shopping, I picked up Mario Sunshine, and I believe I told you this. Picked up Mario Sunshine for $50. Now that was a expensive game. Typically Mario Sunshine goes for about $45 max. I paid $50. I paid a little bit over, but that's because it was the not for resale version, so that adds a little bit to it. I know I picked up one other expensive game. I can't remember what the fuck it was, but so you get the point. I picked up Mario Sunshine. That was the one expensive game, and the other games I picked up was Resident Evil 4, Sweet Home Pursuit 2, Crazy Taxi for the Dreamcast. Like all relatively cheap games. I picked up one expensive one. The rest were mostly cheap.
Right. It's at that budget's really good. The only thing hindering that, and I have the same problem, is like when it's time to add a new console to the library. Like buying a console is the only time when the budget gets tricky.
Well, no, I'm not adding a new console to my I guess roundup anytime soon.
Right, but when the
I
time
don't think I have
comes,
space for another console.
you can always find space. Just live the hoodoo cluttered nightmare that I live in.
But yeah, I try to be responsible when getting retro games. Now,
That's good.
one thing I try to avoid, and there's some expensive games I do want, like Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. That game goes for about $100. But of course, if I spend $100 on a Mario 1000 Year Door, I'm gonna have to get cheap games after that, and I'd rather spend my money on as much games as possible than one big expensive one, even though the big expensive one could be good.
Now, obviously, having fun with the game's the big thing, but do you factor in like I can make a review of this game, and so does that add any value, like a review that might potentially bring in views, or is that just like a side effect of having played the game?
Honestly, shout out to my dad for this. But I remember me and him, we were at the retro store, and he was just like, "Hey, this could be good for YouTube." I'm like, no, it's not on my list right now. When we got home, he was just like, "Hey, so are you gonna cover these retro games?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." I made the Thrifting Pickups video, and he was just like, "So you spent $150 for 10 minutes of content?" I'm like, "No, I'm also gonna review these games eventually." I feel like what he did, he made me kind of consider what games I pick up. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna pick them up for fun, but I need to slightly consider, am I gonna review this for YouTube?
Right. Yeah, it's always a lot of factors. Like your dad sounds like a pretty cool guy.
He is.
I want to give another shout out to Nostalgia 64's dad.
Yeah, my dad's a cool guy.
You raised your son right, except for when it comes to ranch on pizza. You messed up on that one, but I'll forgive you. Anyway, now we're going into we're on the end of this interview. We got a little bit more left.
Yes.
Now, we talked about retirement earlier for YouTube. Obviously, you don't plan on doing that. But say somebody came to you and like said you have to retire from YouTube. Like you're gonna have to be retired from YouTube. You can only make 3 more videos. What are those videos you're gonna make? These are gonna be the last 3 videos you ever make. You have all the time to make them, but you can only make 3. Hold on, it's up to you.
One of them would be meeting up with you in person and filming some shit. I want you in my last fucking video if this ever happens.
Oh yeah, even if I'm retired by then, I'll come out of retirement for that.
Just imagine us in our fucking 90s.
Yeah.
Just be like, hey, look at this fucking Super Nintendo game.
Yeah. That Nintendo Switch, I remember when that came out. It was called the NX. And then my grandson just kills me with a pillow.
The second one would be a video with my dad. I want to do a video with him, but it just never really worked out.
Dude, I have the same problem. I'm trying to get my dad in a video.
Well, I've seen your dad in a couple of videos, like your 13 pickups video. And
Oh yeah, he's made some appearances. I want to get him in a video where he talks about his arcade memories. Because his parents, he owned like a bar that had arcade machines and stuff in it.
I would say the last one. And this is gonna take a couple of years, but I would want to get all the YouTubers that inspired me, all in one room and just talk shit, you know?
Right. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
Well, you know, if things go really bad for you, the Make-A-Wish Foundation can be pretty successful in getting the people that you need.
Yeah, just be like, hey, you know, Nitro Red, a big friend of yours has come down with cancer. You have to do a collaboration with him.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what you're doing. Come to the hospital and collaborate with this man.
We couldn't get you the collaboration, but here's Spider-Man. We couldn't get you the collaboration, but here's a mascot playing Bubsy 3D.
Oh, should we tell them about the shit we do?
No, that's for another time.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll save it for later.
We'll keep the mystery out there.
Yes.
Okay.
I know I just said something about it, but it's going to stay a mystery for now.
Okay, this question's gonna sound really weird because it's like totally disconnected from YouTube, and then we're gonna go right back to YouTube. I should ask if you. Do you have any phobias? Like scared of spiders, heights, any phobias? Or are you invincible?
This is somewhat embarrassing, but I used to be scared of balloons.
Why?
I don't know, man. I'm not scared of them, but they still creep me the fuck out. Balloons just creep me out, man.
I'm gonna bring you a big fucking bouquet of balloons. I'm gonna stop by the grocery store in Texas before that convention. That Bubble Man episode of SpongeBob must have been like horrifying.
No, believe it or not, it was a lot of different factors. I mean, this is fucking embarrassing, but I'm not like. Shit, I'm debating on keeping this or cutting this. I don't know, but I remember this one time.
Keep it. Don't be a pussy. This is my interview, and I demand that you keep it.
All right, fine. Well, I'll keep it. But yeah, I went to my cousin's house, and it was like his 5th or 6th birthday or whatever. We were all just hanging out, and just for some reason, we were just hanging out in his mom's bedroom. And one of them popped a balloon, and it just flew around everywhere, and it fucking scared me.
That would be startling.
Like it's not really.
Yeah, I guess I can get why a kid would be like scared of balloons.
Like it wasn't really the popping thing, because as you know, I'm a big fan of loud noises, but it was just like the balloon flying around and shit. I don't know, it creeped me out.
I get that.
I would say balloons still creep me out, but you know, I can also handle them.
Yeah, balloons are interesting. I'm not scared of balloons, but I will keep the balloons away. If I see a balloon coming your way in Texas, I'll fucking stab it for you.
Thank you.
My phobia is heights, which I think is rational. Who the fuck wants to fall and die? Whenever I'm on a Ferris wheel, I just think about the the fucking tail disconnecting. And then Spidos. I'm not a big fan of Spidos. Little ones, daddy long legs, are no tail, but big running ones, I gotta get rid of it. Okay. Now you own a bunch of consoles.
Yes.
I'm gonna console you on your consoles.
Okay.
What's the least out of all the consoles you own? I don't want to hear some weird shit like OCA Studio 2 or something. Out of the consoles that you own, which one do you play the least?
The Sega Saturn. Now, I want to give a quick shout out to Nightshades.
Ooh,
Nightshades, I'll fuck with you.
Nightshades is gonna kick your ass.
But hear me out on this, right? Me and my buddy Nightshades, we've been cool for about a year now at this point. He was just like, hey, this is a bit of a long story, so I'll get some popcorn, I guess. But he was just like, hey, I like your YouTube channel. I want to send you some stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And this dude went all out. He sent me fucking NES, the NES Zapper, a bunch of games, some controllers and shit. He sent me a lot. Shout out to him. And a few posters as well. Actually,
What a cool guy.
I believe recently you saw me put up one of his posters. So, yeah, shout out to Nightshades.
Nightshades seems like a cool guy. See him in the Discord.
He is. By the way, if you want to join the Discord, yeah, I'm fairly active on there. I try to hop in VC as much as I can, even though some people never show up. But
I'm bad at Discord. I'm like an old man, but I'm finally starting to use it.
But yeah, Nightshades is cool. He's one of my mods. So if you want to join the Discord, just don't be an asshole.
Shout out to Nightshades. And anybody watching this, the Discord's open. We need more cool people in there. We got some cool
Yes, we
YouTubers
do.
in there already, by the way. You get in there.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
talk to one that you watch.
Oh yeah, we have Azriality Gaming in there. We have the Poor Man's Retro Game Room in there.
Koopa's in there too.
Huh?
Koopa's in there too, I believe.
Yeah, Cooper's in there.
Yeah, cool people.
We have the Vintage Gaming Boy in there. But
And Luke.
oh yeah, we have Luke too. But yeah, so
He's
me and my
always
friend
in the
Nightshade.
audio.
Oh yeah. But yeah, me and my friend Nightshades, we just wanted to come up with a deal. He said he was selling off like some of his collection, and me and him just came up with a good price. He sent me a Shenmue for the Dreamcast, the VMU, a couple NES controllers, and a Sega Saturn. Now,
yeah.
Nightshades, I know you're listening. I love the Sega Saturn. I love it. I love the games that you sent for me. I play them religiously, but I can't do it, man. I can't. The Sega Saturn is way too fucking expensive. I can't.
Nightshade. Come on. You hear what this guy's saying? I mean, come on. I mean, go take this Saturn back and give it to me. And give me give me all the games too, because I can't afford them.
He only sent me like 2 games.
Well, he should have sent you the full library.
Oh yeah, you would have sent me Panzer Dragoon. You would have sent me Panzer Dragoon Saga for like $5.
Sealed.
Dude.
He would have paid you $5.
Dude, not to go back to retro gaming, but can you imagine how much a sealed copy of Panzer Dragoon Saga graded? You know how much that would fucking be?
I mean, it would be a lot. Like, if you had that, you would stand out as a collector. You'd be a stole of retro gaming, I tell you what.
I just like Panzer Dragoon Saga alone goes for about 1,000. Sealed, 2,000, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can't even. That's rich money.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Just imagine a sealed, graded copy of Panzer Dragoon Saga. That, whew.
You'd be rich. You'd have a top hat and a chariot, and you'd be money man. Anyway, now we're at the end of the interview. Now, by the way, technically I have interviewed you before. When we did our old podcast, if you remember, episode 1 of the Slimecast started out as an interview of you.
Yes.
Little hidden trivia. Don't watch episode 1 of the Slimecast. It probably does not hold up. It gets better as it goes, folks. Now,
Wait. I have a question for you, though, Ethan Brookson.
What?
Who's that guy with the Miata in your video?
that's my friend, the Z-Man.
Ah.
It's
You
not
should-
shitty, but it looks cool in person. Those are fighting words.
Well, I will admit he does have a cool looking Miata. It just didn't really look cool. Like I remember, I don't know if you want me to expose your other channel, but I remember you two were like
I don't
putting
care.
away like pumpkins or whatever. You two
Oh
were,
yeah.
I remember this moment, right? You were just like Kobe.
Yeah.
God, I'm also gonna cut this up, but like you were like Kobe. Pearl
My
Harbor.
my favorite was when
Melvin.
my favorite was when I slammed it and I was like JFK.
Oh man,
That was the cleanup from that destroying pumpkins video.
Yeah, I'm obviously gonna have to cut like a decent amount of this out, but you know, fuck it, it still works. I mean, we went beyond off the rails. We're fucking far away from the tracks, but this was fun.
That's fine. I'll wrap up the interview real quick.
Actually, one more question: will you ever consider bringing back the original Xbox show?
It'd be too much of a hassle to put the setup.
It's
I
just-
think my time with that series has come to an end.
but it was so fucking good though.
It was short-lived. Well, I like to think my Xbox original Rescue Mission video can kind of stand as like an homage to it. That's like the real finale.
Yeah, that's true.
There will be big videos, Kevin. You know, unless I move. But we'll see. Working a real weird one right now. Anyway, I wanna know something because you said you don't really plan your videos, but kind of what's next? Like, we working on a video now? You got some ideas floating around in the old noggin? What are we looking at? What can us Nostalgia 64 viewers look forward to seeing in our sub box?
Well, so today's, if you're listening in the future, today is Thursday, March 24th. Tomorrow I'm gonna have 2 interviews out. This and the interview I did with Pizza Dad. And Pizza Dad, I hope you're watching this. We're also gonna
Better
do
if his name is Pizza Dad. I wonder what his opinion of the ranch is.
Oh, you know, I should probably ask him.
If he
But-
doesn't approve it, I'm telling you, I'm Pizza Dad then.
So you'd be Pizza Gruxon.
I'm Pizza Grandfather,
Oh,
the real champion of.
well, I'm pretty sure he's like younger than you, so you would be Pizza Grandfather.
You damn kids, they don't know about ranch on pizza.
Well, I think you should, give whipped cream. Oh, okay.
Back in my day, we only got ranch when we walked up to school, uphill, in the snow, with polar bears around.
All right, what was your question again? We're going off the rails again.
We're going off the rails on a crazy train, as Ozzy would say. Now, what's next?
but-
I gotta know.
yeah,
What is next for your channel? Where are we going? What are we expecting in the sub box? I know you said you don't plan videos, but what are we looking forward to? Are you working on something? You got ideas in the noggin? What is happening on Nostalgia 64 land?
All right, so yeah, like I said, tomorrow I'm uploading this and the interview I did with Pizza Dad. Shout out to you for listening. And
You would have uploaded that Would You Take a Deal, but that's a lost episode because of fucking Skype.
yeah, fuck Skype. But I have an idea for a couple series. It's just I don't know if it's gonna be good. I did an episode on I did a series. It's called Is It Hype or Is It Good? I did that with Wario Land, and to be honest, I think
it's a good idea for a series. I vote to keep it, but that's up to you.
Oh no, it's just like I feel like I could have done better on that. Like I don't know, like I feel like stuck like in between that series. Like I keep on going, but it didn't really do well view wise. So like I'm thinking, is anybody really gonna watch this? And by the way, fuck, I can't think of the name of this guy now. Hold on, but let's do this. We're going off the rails again, but let's just do YouTuber. Fuck it, we'll call this YouTuber roundup. Hatham Gruxon. Well, obviously I'm going to be putting in the theme song, but for comedic sake, Hatham Gruxon, put on the theme song while I look up this YouTuber. All right.
I shredded it.
Yeah, yes, you did. All right, I found the guy's name. Super Nintendo. He does a lot of.
Oh, I know that guy.
He does a lot of financial stuff when it comes to retro gaming. Right now, recently covered the Wii U prices going up. But one thing that I want to do is I want to cover specific games. Like somewhat expensive GameCube games. I want to look at the fact like is it hype or is it good? Excuse me, I worded that completely wrong. This is going to be a lot of editing. I'm not looking forward to this, but okay.
Have fun. It's like that time you edited the Slimecast.
All right. All right, back on track. So one thing I want to do with this series is I want to take a look at somewhat expensive games. Take Wario Land, for example. That game goes for about $80 to $90. Now I'm gonna look at this. Is it expensive because it's good, or is it expensive because it's just on the GameCube and the GameCube is the
Right.
hot shit? You know, I want to take a look at somewhat expensive games. Are they actually worth it, or is it just a collector's thing? You know, like, oh, I gotta have this game because it's worth a lot of money. I'm gonna sell it. But
Well, Nostalgia 64, the interview is coming to an end. The Pomegranate Cast, the one and only episode. How do you feel right now?
I feel good and angry at the same time.
Nice. That's how you feel. That's how you should feel. Pissed off, a bit like Rocky. You're angry, so you're gonna fucking build up. You're on that momentum now. You're Rocky. You're running up the steps. The steps is a subscribe. Up and up your channel goes. You're on that grind. You're working hard. You're determined. You know, I'm determined too. I'm looking at the Jim Beam bottle. I got my plans today.
But yeah, man, I feel good, man. Thank you for doing this.
Nostalgia 64, you make good videos. You're an inspiration. I respect your work grind. It's a lot better than mine. And you know, I'm excited to see where you go. We've been for internet friends for a while. You're probably my oldest internet friend. Or up there with one of them. I think Iowa might technically beat you by a little bit. But we've been talking a lot. We spent hours talking on the Slimecast. And hopefully we can meet up in person one day. That would be very cool.
Yep.
And I expect more collabs from us in the future.
Most definitely.
Like 50 Cent and Eminem.
I tell you what. Granted, this is also going to be separate videos, but since we're reaching the end of the interview, there may be another Will You Take That Deal episode coming out sometime soon.
And this one won't be lost.
Yes. No, it won't. Hatham Gregson, I believe you're recording this, correct?
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, we expect another Will You Take That Deal episode. Now, how do you feel about that as like a series?
I think it's really fun because for me it fulfills it fulfills something that when I do my thrift episodes of just like being able to be a madman on the mic, and it's fun just like reacting to the games and stuff.
Yes. So
I can channel peak Hatham Gruxton energy. That's always the best. Because like live action videos take so long in preparation.
Oh, and by the way, don't think it's weird that he's speaking to himself in third person. Now, obviously, he's not Hatham Gruxton.
Hatham Gruxton's like a character I play. It's an exaggeration. The opinions are usually the same as the real person, but I channel a wheeled energy.
Yes. In my opinion, I think that's what makes your channel like original. Like you play a character. Me, I just play as I think I play as like an exaggerated version of myself on YouTube, but you play like a full blown character, and I like that.
Right. And it's not like completely fake. Like a lot of it is an exaggeration. Like obviously in real life, more calm. But like in front of the mic, I just like to I channel a madman like energy. Or I like to be over the top and just like and there's certain little like things with the character and quirks that get factored in. Like I enjoy pomegranates, but like it's not like I'm in love with them. But it's funny to make the character in love with pomegranates, like in an obsession. And like little weird things like that you'll see pop up in videos. Like,
oh yeah,
you're the madman alcoholic character.
Yeah, you can also play Beat 'em and Eat 'em. I'm not going to say anything, but if you know, you know.
Beat 'em and eat 'em, 24/7, motherfucker.
Hell yeah! But all right, we should probably end this before this.
All right, we're going off the rails on a crazy train. We got to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We got to go. I'm stopping the recording. Have a swell time.
Yep, if you want to, like, subscribe, do what you're going to do, Nourish, and tell me down below.
Subscribe to Hatham Gruxton, subscribe to Nostalgia 64, live long and prosper, fucking rocket ships to the moon, the planet's spinning smoothly, everybody's having fun and joyous times.
Yes, if you want to, like and subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and we'll see you guys later. Peace.